Day 60 of unicycling from France to Estonia. After 2 weeks doing and seeing crazy things in Warsaw, it is finally time for me to hit the road again. I made one more dramatic goodbye with Justina and jump on a train toward Augustów. I know some people will be disappointed to see me taking few trains during my trip. And to be very honest, I wish I would have more time to unicycle through Poland. But I have a deadline. I want to reach Estonia before the winter.
Woo! Let's go! Back on the road! Look at this! Who said that there was no good cycling band in Poland?
And the Baltic countries are the country with what I have the most attachment. So I took a train closer to the border to fully have the time to enjoy Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia. I am still hesitating between two paths to take in this country, and I will share them with you tomorrow. What is my road unicycling between Lithuania to Estonia? I am currently in Klaipeda and I expect to follow the seacoast for the next few hundred kilometers. From there, I hope to find a boat like this one, or just this one, to carry me from Latvia to Saaremaa. Once in Estonia, I will still approximately have 700 kilometers to ride. So I plan to make some sort of a big loop like this one. Let me know in a comment if I'm passing by or near your city, and I hope to see you all on the road.
Day 61 of unicycling from France to Estonia. Yoo-hoo!
I am currently in Augustów, riding towards the Lithuanian border.
Look at this! I am almost in Lithuania. This is Lithuania. I should be there tonight.
I absolutely love this region. Even if I really often had to deal with gravel roads which are very challenging on a unicycle, the wonderful landscape was always making it up to me. I navigate for a few hours between unicycling and walking on this wonderful landscape. And once I reach the asphalt, I direct myself quickly to a shop to buy some food. It is always funny to see what makes you feel home. And for me, reaching a maxima and finding the usual product from Estonia in the shop reminded me that I was close to my destination.
Today is kind of a special day. It's partly because of this day that I'm doing this trip this year. Today is my 30 years old birthday. And I want to take this opportunity to tell you, a little bit more why do I do this trip. See, my 20s had a lot of movement. First, a little bit of depression, then I moved to Austria. Then I started becoming a street performer. And all this was fed with one single thing. And this is my quest for freedom. As I get to 30, I feel like I am as free as I've ever wished to do. I can travel all around the world with my show, and the biggest symbol of this trip for me is if I can unicycle from France to Estonia, I can do whatever I want. And this is why in my 30, my main quest will be to shine freedom and inspire people. This is why I do this vlog. And if I've been inspiring through this vlog, give me a help to shine to more people by sharing this. Also give it a like, comment, subscribe, pop.
Day 62 of unicycling from France to Estonia. I start the day by rushing the 20 km left to reach Marijampolė and get myself a good meal. I rarely eat in a restaurant during this trip, but today is my birthday. Getting 30 is a joyful milestone for me, and I deep dive into why in the previous video on my page. Finding my itinerary in Lithuania was very challenging. I am too often forced to choose between gravel road or high traffic road.
Woo! Finally, I'm back on a decent road.
I made a total of 34 kilometers, found a forest, and drove on my new tar the kilometer done before organizing a small birthday party.
Yeah! That's pretty cool actually. I am very happy to celebrate my birthday like this. Day 63 of unicycling from France to Estonia. So, first of all, I want to debunk a myth. Is that Baltic's driver are absolutely crazy. And so far it is not at all what I've been experiencing. Driver being very respectful toward me, and it has been great fun riding here so far. Another myth that their roads are bad. And to be honest, this is half true. I quite often have to be riding on gravel road like this one. Meanwhile, the gravel is quite good and the view is stunning.
As he saw me, a driver stopped to give me a yellow vest, which I thought was very kind. Enjoying fully the road in the Baltic, I made a total of 39 kilometers this day, before finding a lovely camping spot on the edge of the forest. Day 64, unicycling from France to Estonia. There are three things that make touring with a unicycle harder than a bike. First, you don't have a free wheel, which means I need to be constantly pedaling. Secondly, I need to control my balance front-back with my abdominal. This is also the reason why unicycle don't have a free wheel.
My god, I had so much hope. I thought I would be back on the asphalt, but not yet.
The third reason is that because I don't have a handlebar, all my weight is on a saddle. So my bump hurt, especially on gravel road.
Back on the asphalt.
I ride 10 km on the asphalt until the village of Vilkia.
Ooh, I'm gonna take a boat.
The boat looked cool, so I claimed it as part of my pirate fleet. As I stopped for grocery, someone saw me and offered me to stay in his garden for the night 6 kilometers away. As I was needing a place for shower and recharge my power bank, I accepted the invitation and took a chill evening in his garden. Day 65, unicycling from France to Estonia. I spent the morning enjoying the view in the garden before hitting the road.
Let's go. So, when everyone asks me, is it harder to ride on unicycle? One of the things is this small wave on the road. And in general, riding on gravel road is not that bad, but riding on this is awful. Because pretty much it just gives me the feeling that my saddle is like pom 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 in my butt. I don't like it.
But soon enough, I found back a nice asphalt road.
I was riding and there was a car was like, "Wow, I'm excited," stuff. So he stopped on the side of the road and then the girl was like, "Oh yeah, I follow you on YouTube and stuff."
It's a little bit old, but sorry for that.
It's a flag, that's very cute, thank you. You make me feel so happy.
I made a total of 42 kilometers before stopping to cook some pasta.
I've made many mistakes in my life, but too much cheese has never been one of them. Day 65 of unicycling from France to Estonia.
I am currently in Lithuania, riding from Kaunas toward Klaipeda.
Look at this, I even have a cycling band.
Today I am unicycling through Jurbarkas, and the plan is to do as many kilometers as I can because tomorrow is planning to rain. So, except some quick break, I've been pretty much riding non-stop.
Hey buddy. I have the choice between riding on an asphalt road with a tons of cars, or I can ride on a gravel.
And that's nicer.
Okay, cheers mate, that was nice.
Fueled by the cool people I met and a lovely village on the way, I made a total of 46 kilometers this day before finding a beautiful forest for the night. I saw a snake on the side of my encampment, but apparently it was not venomous, and it was even a sign of good luck in a Lithuanian folklore. Thanks for watching and feel free to ask any question in the comment.
Day 66 of unicycling from France to Estonia. When will I arrive to Estonia? I'd love to give you a simple answer to this question, but I can't really. First, when I planned this project, my goal was to arrive in Estonia by the 1st of October. But clearly, this is not gonna happen. So now the question is like, at what point will I be that's over? I have one goal that I really want to reach before the end of this trip. And it is to ride 3,000 kilometers on my unicycle in total. Because 3,000 is the distance from France to Estonia if I was riding straight. But even this, I'm unsure if I'm gonna manage to fulfill it. Because I see two elements that might make me stop the trip before reaching Estonia or before reaching 3,000 kilometers. The first one is that I don't really know how long am I gonna be able to sustain this trip. As much in terms of energy than financially. But to be honest, I mainly expect the second point to be the one that's gonna stop me. And it is as simple as winter is coming. Because you see, I sleep in my hammock every night. This is my sleeping bag. It's not very big, and as soon as it gets below 12 degrees, I start to get cold at night. So I would say that once the temperature at night will get below 7 degrees, I will seriously consider ending this trip. If I'm close to Estonia, maybe I will just rush very quickly to Tallinn, or I'll try to find if someone can borrow me a better sleeping bag, but in general, that might be the time to end the trip.
Day 67 of unicycling from France to Estonia.
So today was my first night of big rain in the hammock. So let's show you what did I learn from this experience. Yeah, just as a quick thing, what I have is like one yoga mat, then I have my sleeping bag, and inside I have like a satin bed sheet. I also use my bag as a pillow, and it does the job very well. The main problem I had during the night is that the rain was coming through here and kind of leaking down. Probably I could have my tarp a little bit longer, but the biggest deal I found is to put some distance between your tarp and your hammock. I mean, you're gonna say me it's obvious, but I didn't do it yesterday, and I get more wet. Anyway, for now, let's hit the road and do as many kilometers as I can, because it's planning to be raining all day tomorrow and the day after. So today is my last no rain day.
I unicycled all day and saw among the greatest landscape and sky of my trip. So follow for part 2.
Welcome to my new episode of Backpacking Gourmet, when I tell you how to cook the best food, even in a forest. Either you ride on a unicycle or you walk with your legs. Everyone welcome. For today's recipe, we're gonna need some polenta, some of this canned beef. This is pretty cool, they have this in Lithuania. And some dried cheese, another amazing thing about Lithuania. And obviously you're gonna need some salt, pepper and herbe de Provence. By the way, I'm telling you, Lithuania are the gourmet of the Baltic. If you haven't watched it, I have a video on my YouTube channel called Lithuania, the Baltic gourmet, because they are the best.
So you boil the water, you put the Provençal herb into the polenta, you put the polenta into the water, you put the meat into the water and the polenta. Add the cheese into the mix.
And ta-da, it's ready. Gorgeous. Subscribe if you like. Give me suggestion if you want more. Day 67 of unicycling from France to Estonia. It has been raining all night today, and that's okay. From tomorrow and the day after, it should be raining all day. I have someone who can host me in Klaipeda, which is like, am I gonna arrive to avoid the rain for the next 2 days? Suspense.
Determined to get the best out of this day, I hit the road with a goal to make as many kilometers as I could.
Woo!
I rode all the afternoon, and after a quick break, I decided to have another ride till the sunset. I absolutely love riding on the golden hour like this, because the low light of the sun make all the field look gold and shiny. And my effort got rewarded with one of the greatest sunsets of my trip.
Woo!
Day 68 of unicycling from France to Estonia.
My first night under the rain, and I thought it would be a good time to make you an update about how do I survive the rain in my hammock. So, as you see, I got my hammock and then I got my rain cover on top. One of the things that might be probably obvious but make a big deal, it is to put as much difference between your hammock and your tarp. The first night, my hammock was kind of touching the tarp and I got so wet. The rain come here, drop here, and then it goes along here, and then it goes to the hammock. You see, like all this part is wet. So I need to find a solution for that. But let's be honest, all in all, today was pretty good. I had a good night of sleep and I'm not so wet inside, so that's good.
I moved on quickly today because my goal is to reach Klaipeda, which is about 60 kilometers away. While I usually do an average of 45 kilometers, 60 is a big day of riding. Day 68 of unicycling from France to Estonia. After a whole night of rain, I pack quickly and get on the road. My goal today is to reach Klaipeda.
Let's go to Klaipeda!
Klaipeda is about 60 kilometers away, which is a big day of riding, but very doable as long as I have good asphalt.
It might be asphalt, but it's way more challenging than you should like.
I managed to reach the city quite easily, but it was very difficult to navigate through the city, especially when this was the possible cycling band.
Finally, some good cycling bands. Anyway, we are almost arrived.
As soon as I arrived, I jumped into the shower to clean the 1 week dirt on my skin.
Oh, that feels so good actually.
And pet the cat, or at least I tried. And as so many people ask, this is my planned road for the coming week. Day 69 of Unicycling from France to Estonia. I'm currently in Klaipeda, staying at Manfred's and Mingaile house. It is stormy for the next couple of days, so I decided to take a break. I tried some authentic Lithuanian conserve and went for a bit of a walk in Klaipeda. When I am in a foreign country, I try to learn 5 new words of the local language every day. And these are my 5 words of Lithuanian for the day.
Alus oder Venas. Very good.
I spend most of the day editing, and in the evening I cook a great dinner to share with my host. Unicycling from France to Estonia, day 70.
Nice.
After a couple of days resting in Klaipeda, it is time for me to hit the road again and move toward Latvia. The road along the seacoast promised to be beautiful, but today is also planned to have a big storm. Rain. I stopped for a bit in a coffee to cover myself from the rain and met this super cool Lithuanian
Okay,
family.
bye, see you later. They told me that they have a restaurant in Palanga, and they were like, hey, if you want, go to the restaurant, we give them a call and you'll have a meal for you. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Not my favorite weather, I will be honest, not the best.
I waited for a break in the rain to rush to the restaurant and enjoy a warm meal in a dry place. And after, Mingaile offered me to pick me up so I won't sleep under the rain tonight. Day 71 Unicycling from France to Estonia. After getting totally stormed out yesterday, I went back to my friend's house in Klaipeda. Happy to see that the weather was finally getting better, we start the day with a croissant, before getting in a car back toward Palanga.
Bye-bye! So, I am back in Palanga, exactly where I stopped yesterday. And it's already 6:30, so I'm not gonna do much. The plan is just to pass the border of Latvia today, probably.
There was an absolutely wonderful cycle path following the seacoast all the way from Lithuania to Latvia.
Oh my god, this is just outrageously beautiful. I am actually so glad that I'm having time with nice weather here.
I spent so much time chatting with Lithuanian people, so I stopped in the forest just before the border.
Thanks for watching, and if you've been enjoying this video, you can always leave a comment. It always gives me a great smile to see the support of everyone.
Day 72 of Unicycling from France to Estonia.
Today is very exciting because I'm gonna pass the Latvian border. I am just 4 kilometers away, and this is gonna be pretty much the last border before Estonia.
Before getting on the road, I decided to take the time to write on my notebook the reflection of the last 70 days.
Crazy, I'm getting close, I'm very excited. So here we are, I made it to Latvia. Just one more country to cross, and I'm back in Estonia already. So thank you so much for watching, thanks for your support, and see you tomorrow for the next vlog.
Day 72 of Unicycling from France to Estonia. After 10 days in Lithuania and 70 days traveling in total, I reached 2 new milestones in my trip. First, I just passed the border of Latvia, which is the last border before Estonia. And secondly, I just rode a total of 2,000 kilometers on my unicycle. From now on, my project is to follow the Latvian sea coast and find a boat to Saaremaa.
Yeah! Liepāja! This is the next city where I'm going. Today I just feel like I can't be boulder riding. It's only 6, I've done barely 30 kilometers. But I think I'm gonna call it a day. Have a good meal, a good night of rest, and hopefully do more kilometers tomorrow.
Thanks for watching, and I usually don't ask it, but remember, to support my content, you can always give it a like. Day 73 of Unicycling from France to Estonia. I am following the Latvian seacoast and today I will pass by Liepāja. After 10 km on a main road, it felt very good to reach the city. I really love the architecture of Liepāja, and seeing so many wooden houses remind me that I was getting closer to my home in Estonia.
Okay, as I am in a city, I'm going to try to find a bike shop to see if I can fix my pedal.
My pedal is blocked inside the crank, but even with all the effort of the bike repair, they couldn't open it. The only way to fix this would have been to break the pedal, so I decided to let it as it is and move forward. Moving out of the city was very complex because you can't stop while riding on a unicycle. I ride another 20 km and finish with this beautiful sunset. Just want to remind you that if you like my content, a like and a subscribe always goes a long way. Thanks for watching and see you tomorrow. Day 74 Unicycling from France to Estonia. I woke up in my hammock just by the sea, and after enjoying the view for a few hours, I decided it was time to pack and move forward. My first 20 kilometers of the day were beautiful but quite messy forest
Okay,
trail.
that's becoming challenging. There is nothing like the feeling of being back on the asphalt. Woo!
Following the Baltic Sea feels absolutely amazing, because I feel I am getting closer to my destination. After almost 3 months traveling, I just have a few hundred more kilometers to do, and I will be back home in Estonia. And this evening again, I found a perfect spot by the seaside. And you can like this video if you want, and you don't have to if you don't want. Anyway, thanks for watching. Day 75 of Unicycling from France to Estonia. I am currently following the Latvian seacoast toward Ventspils. Today was simply a smooth day of ride, enjoying the Latvian countryside. My plan is to sleep in a last forest before Ventspils, and tomorrow I will have time to explore the city, and I will book an hotel for the night so I can recharge all my power bank and camera. I'd love to tell you an epic story about today, but that's also the reality of traveling. Sometimes this is just me, my unicycle, the road and the landscape. And to be honest, this is also what I love about this adventure. There is a lot of moments which are absolutely amazing to live, but hard to portray very nicely in a video. I made a total of 32 kilometers this day, and make sure to subscribe to see tomorrow my visit of Ventspils. Day 76 of Unicycling from France to Estonia.
There was my first night below 10 degrees in a while. As you can see on my face, I didn't sleep very much. It was pretty much impossible to sleep between 4 AM to 7:30. So clearly I need to get a better sleeping bag. And I see pretty much 2 options. The first option will be to simply buy a new sleeping bag in Riga. But I don't like this option so much because in the Baltics, camping gear are very expensive.
And the second option would be
To ask my mom to buy me a good sleeping bag in France and ship it to me somewhere on my way. But then the question is like, where can she ship it? And I don't know the solution yet. So see you in the next vlog.
Day 76 Unicycling from France to Estonia. After a cold night in my hammock, I moved on quickly toward Ventspils.
Oh, here I am in Klaipeda and just found an hotel which was like $15 for the night.
I was very positively surprised by the city of Ventspils. I had bike lane pretty much everywhere, and the industrial surrounding really gave some sort of a charm to the city.
Damn, so lovely city.
It felt so funny to have a paper map like a proper tourist, and spend the whole day wandering around without a particular destination to go. I've been receiving a lot of support in a comment of my video lately, so thanks everyone. I try to answer every comment, but if I don't have time to answer, I always heart every comment that I can read. After visiting the city, I went back to my hotel and really felt that I had a good value for my money. Day 77 of Unicycling from France to Estonia.
Today is a perfect example of why I usually don't do plan. You remember the videos I've been posting like just few days ago when I explained that I'm gonna be riding on the coast, find a boat to Saaremaa, then from Saaremaa ride around and make a big loop in Estonia. All this plan is already going to shit. Because just few days ago I got a message from the person who's been inspiring me to make this whole tour. And he was telling me, hey, I'm currently in Latvia. Do you want to meet up? And obviously, I told him, let's go! So right now, I am going to Riga to meet up with him. And if you want to know who is this person, I will explain you in the next video.
Day 77 of unicycling from France to Estonia. I spent a night in a hotel to recharge my battery, shower and laundry.
Yeah, Kolka, this is my next destination.
For the next 100 kilometers, I'm gonna follow the seacoast. But I did not expect this to be one of the most remote roads I have ride in the Baltics.
Absolutely no one's crazy. I've been riding for like 10 kilometers and I haven't seen a car. Look at this, this is the first house I'm seeing in like 50 kilometers.
I rode a total of 64 kilometers this day, which is my personal best, so give it a like for support. Day 78 of unicycling from France to Estonia. I am currently following the seacoast from Ventspils toward Riga. And yesterday I slept in a wonderful forest, just 15 kilometers away from Kolka.
Yeah, let's go to Kolka.
When I reach Kolka, I see a stand with a lot of queue. It was a babushka selling some pie and smoked fish. And life has told me that when there is a lot of people queuing, that's the place where you should go. So I give it a try and it was absolutely delicious and very filling. Lately, I have been feeling in a very good shape physically, and today I managed to do the 60 kilometers all the way to Roja. There was a big concert going on, and quite a lot of people recognized me from TikTok or my social media, and if you're one of them, let me know in a comment. Remember to like the video to support my content, and thanks for watching. Day 79, unicycling from France to Estonia. I am currently following the Latvian seacoast. And my goal is to reach Riga by tomorrow evening. The next 2 days are gonna be challenging because I have 120 kilometers to do in only 2 days. Because I want to meet up with Ed Pratt. And if you don't already know him, you should definitely check my previous video. Ed has an amazing YouTube channel, and you might not know it, but I also do have one. And at the same time that I'm filming this daily vlog, I am also filming a YouTube series with this little 4K camera. I expect to upload this series somewhere during the winter, but in the meantime you can already go to my channel. I found the whole series of me unicycling 1,000 kilometers around Estonia. I managed to ride 60 kilometers today, which means that tomorrow I will have to ride 60 more to reach Riga. Day 80 of unicycling from France to Estonia. I woke up in my camping spot right in front of the sea. So I start the day by going for a swim, because you never regret a swim.
Oh, it's nice and fresh. Oh. Today I'm riding all the way to Riga. I have about 60 kilometers to do, so that's gonna be a big day of ride. But the very exciting things is that tonight I'm gonna meet up with Ed Pratt, the guy who's been unicycling all around the world. And for the next week or so, we're gonna be unicycling together.
Knowing that this is gonna be a big day of ride, I decided to activate my super fast mode. Step 1, get some music. Step 2, get some coke. Step 3, make it to Riga at the lightning speed.
Yeah, just arrived in Riga! Hey!